Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Shadow Stitch, and today I'm going to be just doing a little bit of a tutorial, show you guys how to backport Pokemon into Pokemon Black and White. So this will work, of course, for the other Generation 5 games. It's just right now I pretty much only do work with Black and White 1, but the process is pretty much exactly the same for Black and White, so that's pretty good. So this is going to be showing you guys how to import a sprite with just static. We're not going to worry about animation right yet. If you're interested, Frost Falcon does have a video that goes over how the animation works and stuff like that in the game, but at least at this point I'm not really that interested. I'm perfectly fine with just static sprites, and yeah, so I had quite a few people ask me, like from the Braviary video that I did when I backported Hisuian Braviary and working on my ROM hack, how to do this. So I'm just going to show you guys my process and go from there. So first up, of course, we got to use a bunch of tools. So we are going to be starting off with Frost's Ultimate Gen 5 editor. So this is a really great beginner-friendly tool. You got everything, you know, editing moves, Pokemon trainers, overworld items, encounters. You got a script editor and stuff in here. This is a great little beginner tool. So if you're ever interested in hacking the Generation 5 games, go ahead and start with this. This is a great place to go. So once you get into, you know, hex editing and map editing and stuff like that, you'll need other tools, but you know, at least for me when I was working on Vanta Black, this is pretty much what did 90% of the work there, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open up just a vanilla black ROM. I already had one open, but it's fine. We're just going to open it up again anyway. Please don't ask me where to get a ROM. I can't. Big legal no-no. Nobody will answer you if you ask in Discord and everything either. So don't even try. Just Google. That's all I will say. So yeah, we are going to pop open the Pokemon editor and go over here, and we are going to just go for Yamask, because I'm going to be importing Galarian Yamask today because I haven't done that yet, and I just wanted to do something pretty simple. So Galarian Yamask should be a pretty simple one. We are not going to be going over how to import abilities. That is not really something that I even know how to do, or honestly am really that interested in doing. So yeah, we're just going to be rocking. I'm not going to be going Wandering Spirit, but we have Mummy. It's pretty close. So, all right. So we're just going to put this over on my other monitor, because all we're going to be doing right now is just changing one of our types to ground, and we're ghost. We're going to keep the Mummy ability, and then we're going to be tweaking some stats. So very simple. We have 55 attack and 30 special attack, and I think that's the only thing that changes between these guys. Yeah, looks like it. So you can change the growth rate, you can change the gender ratio, experience yield, egg cycles, base friendship, catch rate. Pretty much everything here is the same between the two Yamasks, so we're not going to really worry about changing that today. I will go over here though and do just put a /G, just so we have Yamask-G whenever we do that, and we're just going to click apply, and that is going to change the name of Galarian Yamask in the game. So whenever you catch a Yamask, it's going to say Yamask-G. So that's pretty cool. We're going to make sure we click apply. As for the movesets, we just go through and you can change these moves. So let's say I'm going to go for Galarian Yamask's moveset. I do have like a moveset that I kind of cooked up a little bit. We can talk maybe about like backporting moves and stuff like that here in a little bit, but for now we're just going to kind of keep the moveset as it is, but you can easily go ahead and just edit these and stuff. It's very simple. Say I want, instead of Ominous Wind, I want to give it Shadow Force at level 25. Boom. Now it has Shadow Force at level 25, but we're not going to do that, so we're just going to reset that. So TMs, also very simple. We just scroll through here. We click and unclick everything. Very straightforward. So we are going to go to wherever earthquake is, because obviously we're a ground type. We learn earthquake. We want to have earthquake. That's pretty cool. And then we can change the egg group, change egg moves and stuff like that if you're interested in that. Most people don't really bother going for egg moves and stuff like that, because let's be real, most people that do ROM hacks or play ROM hacks are doing challenge runs, and that's not really something that happens, but it's possible. You can definitely do it over here. And you can change, all, your description and all that fun stuff as well. So evolutions, it's very simple changes here. We got level up. We can change the different ways that a Pokemon can evolve as well. So we're just going to have it level up into Cofagrigus, or eventually, obviously it will be Runerigus, but we're not going to be doing Runerigus today. I've already done that one. So we'll just do it by a level up into Cofagrigus, and we'll just say that. So now the fun part, the sprite. So we're just going to click apply here. The sprite, we're going to open up our sprite editor right here. So you might also notice something funky about the icon, so we'll start that there. There are 3 different palettes for that are used for the icons, so you got to make sure that you pick the right one. So as we see, the one for Yamask is this blue background. That is going to be palette 1. So we are going to go ahead and save that palette, because as you can see, that doesn't quite match up very well with what we have. So we're going to go ahead and save that palette icon. And then we're also going to be saving the palette here for normal Yamask. We can also save the shiny palettes. I actually kind of like that shiny. I never actually really seen a shiny like that before, so that's pretty cool. So we have our palettes right here. That's pretty good. And we can go through and we can see all the rig, the back sprites, the back rig, and stuff like that. All these little pieces are how the thing is animated and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So I am actually going to go through and I'm going to save that. I'm going to just save each one of these just so I have them as backups. Why not? And then save. And now we are ready to start going through and replacing all of these so we can have the sprite be static. So we're going to click replace file, and then I'm going to go to sprites, and there's going to be a folder named static. This is all of the files that correspond with these things. So this first one, front male sprite, that is bin file 1. So we're just going to double click that, and that changed it to the missing no. And missing no, it has no animations or anything tied to it. So yeah, we just go through here, file front female sprite, file 2, back male rig, file 3, and so on. So we're gonna do this real quick. Each one of them replace one at a time. Sometimes I kind of lose place from myself, so I have to restart from the beginning, but that's okay, it happens. Alright, and there we go. So you did see that the palette changed, so did the shiny palettes. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I just do it anyway. So, and we see that this is all completely done. So that's nice. So now we just do have the missing no right here, but if we ever loaded this into the game, then we won't have any animation with it. It will just be a floating circle. So that's pretty cool. So where are we going to get the sprite for Galarian Yamask? Well, down below you will also see a bunch of links to spreadsheets and stuff. This is for the multiple generation sprite project. Pretty much these are all of the sprites that are used on Pokemon Showdown. So very nice that they made this open source for everybody to, see and stuff. Of course, credit your artists. So Cynda and Le Paragon, thank you so much for these sprites. We're going to pop them open. So that's our front sprite, and that is our back sprite. They look great. They look fantastic. We will also be needing an icon though. So for that, we go over to this GitHub repository for the HG engine. Shout outs to them. This is a pretty big project for HG engine. It's for a Heart Gold Soul Silver project and stuff, and once again they've made a lot of things open source, and that's really, really nice. So we're just gonna go to Galarian Yamask in here, and we got an icon, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, and they do also have like a bunch of other stuff for for Heart Gold Soul Silver imports and stuff like that, but we're doing generation 5, so it's not exactly 1-to-1. So I do have all this stuff already downloaded, so I don't have to download it all again, but that's okay. So all right, now the fun part, we get to go start working on the sprites. So we're going to go ahead and minimize all of this, and I'm going to open up Asprite, Asaprite. I don't know how this is pronounced. It doesn't matter. And then let's go ahead and start with the icon. So we'll drag our icon in here and look at him go. He's so cute and tiny. And we're going to go to color mode, make sure it says indexed. And then we are going to load a palette, not Hisuian Lilligant. We need the one on here. There we go. Yamask, and we gotta load the icon palette 1, and you're gonna see that it kind of does mess everything up a little bit. So yeah, so I don't know why it necessarily does this, it just does. So we have to go through and we'll have to edit this and stuff to match up with what we got. So first things first, of course, is going to be the background color. So it has to stay this color for the sprite background. Remember, whenever we saw that, that's the way that it makes the transparency. So I'm going to go through this and I'm going to edit this sprite and make it look normal, and then we will be back in a second. All right, and there we go. So we got our icon right here. You can see matches up fairly well for the most part. It's not perfect, of course. You can't really change any of the colors on the icon side of things, so you just kind of have to work with what you got. There are 3 different palettes that you can work with, but they all do have very limited color schemes, and changing what icon sprite color that you get is a little intensive with hex editing and stuff like that. Maybe we can show that later. So we're going to go ahead and export this as just do -1, sure, why not. And there we go, icon is done. All right, so next up we are going to be doing the sprite. I don't know why that popped up there, but you know, whatever, I don't know this program. So same thing, we're going to go for indexed, and then we're going to load a palette, and we're going to go to that palette. Don't know why there's not more colors on here. There definitely should be, but yeah, it's okay. We'll kind of go from there. So we have our, you know, back sprite color. Same thing. This is how it tells the game, hey, this part is transparent, or our background color, excuse me. So we're going to do that. So we have our background color right there, and now we get to go in and start editing to make it look more normal. So we'll do that here in over a little bit of a time lapse. Alright, so now you see we're kind of running out of colors. I definitely need like a lighter gray, but not quite, you know, this light. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this pink that's not really being used for anything at this point, and I'm going to kind of take whatever this color is. So we see 82, 82, 82. And I'm going to make that something different. So I'm just going to, maybe, I'm just going to start with the 82, 82, 82, not 28, 82. There we go. And that is not, okay, well, I'm stupid. Okay, let's just go to the hex. 525252. Okay. 525252. There we go. Cool. All right, and then I'm going to just kind of go up here a little bit more. So need a slightly lighter than what we have, but not quite too light. So going to make that. So I forgot to change something. Lock. There we go. 525 252. There we go. And then that's that. So we're gonna drag it up here, make this a little bit lighter, and let's see how that looks. Not bad at all. So and so yeah, we just fill in a little bit more, and there we go. Now also we have a purple eye as opposed to the yellow, so we're going to kind of do the same thing there. So we're just going to take the yellows and kind of make them purple. So give me a little bit, we'll do that in a little bit of a time lapse. All right, so for the most part, I mean, it probably needs a little bit of a tweaking, but for the most part, I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, there we go. We got that, so we can go ahead and save this palette as palette G. Why not? It usually has more colors than this. I don't know why this one doesn't, but it doesn't really matter. So that's okay. So yeah, we're going to do the same process for the back sprite now. All right, yeah, so that one was a little bit easier, so that was pretty good. So yeah, now we're going to just save these, and we'll just do the kind of the same thing. Whatever, that's close enough. Export as. Yeah, this one kind of looks a little washed out, honestly. Yeah, I definitely need to go back and tweak this one a little bit. But we will cross that bridge one of these other days to do that. So, all right. So, now we are going to go ahead and go to import palette. And what we want to do is we are going to go to... God, why am I blanking on where this is? There we go. We're going to have to import the Galarian Yamask, or the normal Yamask palette first, because we're going to have to make some tweaks to it. So, all right. So, because if we say we import our image now, it's just not going to line up. It's going to definitely look a little bit goofy. Look at him. He looks so goofy. So, all right. Let's go ahead and make those changes to the colors that we did. So I kind of remember what colors we changed. So we definitely changed that darker yellow to this purple color, and that is 92, 25, 110. So we're gonna go over here, find that 92, 25, 110, enter. There's that, and we change that kind of lighter yellow to 192, 123, 255. So 192. What did I say it was? 123, 255. There we go. So that should be the eye color. So that's pretty good. And then I think we changed the bright pink to 119 across the board. So this definitely needs to get tweaked a little bit, but that's good. So there's a whole bunch of them right here. I don't know exactly which one now. So we're just gonna do them all to see if that works. So. All right, so I think that is all the colors that we changed. I don't know, so let's go ahead and import this image. Yeah, there we go. Looks way better. So like I said, still looks a little bit washed out. I'll probably tweak this a little bit more before my final product with my backport ROM. But for the most part, yeah, I also see a little red pixel right there. I'm definitely going to have to figure that out later. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. So we're just going to apply that palette. Go to the back sprite. We're going to import that back sprite, and also looks pretty decent. I actually think the back sprite came out looking way better than the front, so that's pretty cool. Now, we also see that we have these rigs right here. So these are pretty simple. You can open up just use GIMP or Photoshop or whatever, editing software you want to use, and close that out. And we can open up the back rig right here. All you need is just the size, this size. It doesn't have to be anything special. And then just make it all one color. So eyedropper, boom, there we go. And then all you're going to do is take your sprite, put it into this top right corner, and just export as front rig G. And then, of course, same for the back rig. Export as back rig G. backport. And then we just go to that and import our front rig. Import our back rig. I'm on the sprite, not the rig. Okay, back rig G, boom. There we go. Look at him go. So yeah, and there we go. So we have all that. And we got to import our icon. So we go to import icon. And there we go. We have our icon. Sweet. So that's pretty good. So, and we just click apply. I don't think you actually have to click apply, but that doesn't really matter. And there we go. We have our little Yamask in the game. So, yeah. And there we go. So that's just kind of the little process to go through and import a little Galarian Yamask into the game and stuff like that. So let's open up our emulator and see how it goes. Oh, I'm really dumb. I need to make sure that you save the ROM. So yeah, we're just gonna save the ROM. Just call it Yamask-G test.nds. I'm gonna save that up. Cool. And then let's go ahead. So now we'll go ahead and open up our emulator and see how it goes. All right, so here we are. We're on the bottom floor of Relic Castle right here. So this should be where we can run into a Yamask. Hopefully we get one pretty soon. Don't know why this is taking so long. Come on, I don't have a rappel up. See, there he is. So yeah, like I said, definitely I think I need to tweak that sprite a little bit more. I don't really, it looks kind of washed out, but for the most part, I think it looks pretty good. And as you can see, he's just kind of standing there, mostly static. So we're just going to huck us a Dusk Ball, because of course, Dusk Ball is the best ball. And there we go. See if we can catch him. And we do see its name got changed to Yamask-G. So that's pretty good. He does not want to get into the ball, because of course he doesn't. So let's go. Come on, buddy. Just get into the ball. This is my post-game save. Why are you being so difficult? There we go. Holy crap. Look, Goober didn't wanted to definitely take his time, so we're not going to nickname him. So just go ahead and take a look, and here. So there he is. Galarian Yamask. And we can flip him over. Yeah, that back sprite definitely looks way better. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead, put him to the front, and we will throw him out in battle and see how he looks. So nice and quick. Hey, Yamask versus Yamask. Let's go. Not bad. So we get to see both of them in the same battle, so that's pretty good. So overall, I think it came out pretty well. You also get to see the little icon sprite right there. You know, the little movement and stuff. Again, shoutouts to HG Engine for that sprite. Looks pretty solid. So yeah, overall, yeah, that's pretty much the entire process. Let's see if this, if we can beat the wild Yamask with our new Galarian Yamask. He's doing so much damage. Come on, little buddy, hang in there. Okay, it looks like Nightshade is actually doing more. We might go down to the wild one, but we'll see. It might just go for like Haze or something. It went for Hex, so we lost to the wild one, but that's okay. So overall, though, yeah, that's pretty much the process. I definitely hope that this helped you guys. We can actually go for a surf here, and I can show you that it's going to take super effective damage. So we got that ground typing on there and all that fun stuff too. But yeah, overall, that's pretty much about it. So I hope this helped any of you guys aspiring to do ROM hacking stuff. This was pretty much like the only tutorial I have planned. I know that there's plenty of other good tutorials out there, but this is just something that a couple of people have asked me about, so I wanted to, you know, provide that for them. So just a little step-by-step little process to how to do this. So Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. I love you all. Deuces.